We're going to discuss last week's games, injuries we got, next week's games. Going to have a lot of fun today. We got Dames Marvs chiming in over here wearing his Seattle gear. Down below, we got our guest back, Dames and Jas. Thanks for joining us, birthday boy. I'm your host, Midwest Jet. Dames, we got a sponsor today for the show?
Well, I would like to tell you guys that we're sponsored by Bugles. Because they're delicious and everybody's childhood and best favorite finger food. But we're actually going to be sponsored by Hodge Bob Productions' Babezilla versus the Zombie Horde. Notice Horde with a more familiar spelling with a W. This features Stephanie Love as well as yours truly. And she's actually going to be on a show for Lock 22 coming up. So keep your eye out for that. But Hodge Bob Productions, Babezilla, coming to a theater nowhere near most of you, but it's out for purchase right now. $15 on hodgebobproduction.com.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thanks for that. Make sure to comment down below. You want to check it out? We can get you the information. Dames can post down there. Make sure to pick your games as well. We're going to start off. We want to start off with a little news. I'm going to start off. Number one, we do want to mention that Tampa Bay game that's coming up, just so we all know. It might be getting moved because of the hurricane. Just an FYI on that. A couple injuries that we had last week. One was maybe one or two are football related. Myles Garrett, car wreck on Monday. Sounds like he's going to be okay. Has some injuries to his biceps, his chest maybe, but I think that's just maybe from a seatbelt. I actually am speculating, but here he's okay. I'm not sure about his status on the game. Either of you hear any of that yet?
Believe possibly two, but pain tolerance and pain tolerance.
2 days or 2 games?
2 games, possibly.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
That stinks.
Yeah, that stinks.
I don't think they've even ruled out one yet officially. So
something for you fantasy people to keep your eyes on.
Yep.
I heard DJ Dallas, backup running back for Seattle, went out. He's on the injured reserve list now. Don't know.
So the two Seattle fans that are watching, with Dames, you guys are.
He's out.
Yeah, he's out. Not backup, I should say, starting wide receiver Giants. Last play of that game. I mean, do we want to start talking about that already, or it is your birthday? So I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's my birthday. 3-0 would have felt a lot better than 2-1 loss to the Cowboys. Add the insult into the injury or injury to the insult, however you want to put it. Shepard, who I've already said is always hurt anyway, just when it looks like maybe he's going to be the man for the year. He goes down. Our O-line scares me a lot. So, yeah, we can talk about how.
So he's out. So he's out, right? Okay, we're done talking about the Giants for a little bit.
Out for the season.
Somebody else got injured on the last play of the game, like a quarterback.
That was Mac Jones, possibly.
There you go.
He's got a ankle.
High ankle, yeah. He's a game. I think he could get back. They think I'm pretty sure he's out, but Belichick is, mum's the word. Mac Jones, ankle. That's literally what he sounds like. So no one knows. That guy. I tell you what. Mac Jones, well, maybe there was a couple other. I mean, there's one big announcement that a quarterback's coming back.
Well, let's go.
Would that be Kenny Pickett?
That's who the Jets are playing. But Zach Wilson, boys, here we go. Can we finally find out what the Jets are going to be like? This is exciting for me. 1 and 2.
I think we know what the Jets are going to be like, but I share in your enthusiasm.
Okay. We get to that game, we're going to see. We'll see. Other than that, we can start getting to last week's games, kind of go through our horrible predictions.
I don't think I missed a game, if I remember right.
Yeah, well, you don't remember, so that's probably why. Dames, what did you come in last week? What was your record?
Well, I finished week 3 as a whopping 6-10 to go 23-25 on the year. That's 2 under 500 after 3 weeks. That lets me know I'm not very good at this.
Yeah, I know, and it's funny because I was adding up my week score, and I literally went down the list. I started 0 for 6. I ended the week 5-11. And
wow, guys.
I also am tied with Dames though after 3 weeks, 23-25. So the one cool thing I guess about missing some games is we have the same losing horrible record.
Let me give you guys some gentleman to gentleman advice moving forward. The only reason I went 6-10 or 10-6 the first week is because I predicted upsets. And that has been the token of the weeks 2 and 3 upsets.
And you've been pegging the favorites.
You gotta know which ones to call. Otherwise, we had like 6 upsets this week.
So, the Giants got their first loss. That would make me about 47-1 on the year, guys. So,
yeah, I know. Where's that? Is there an asterisk for that or?
Yeah.
Birthday asterisks. I can say what I want on my birthday.
All right, let's get into week 1, Dave. We'll try to go through them, see what we remember we picked. I wrote some down. Steelers, turds, right off the bat. Like I said, I started horrible. I for some reason, picked the turds, and it was not. Or no, I picked the Steelers, and it was the turds. They finally won. My bad. I'm like, I can't even remember now. I'm like, my goodness.
I have it in my head that the last 20 years has been true, and that's Pittsburgh is good and Cleveland is bad. That's why I picked what I picked. Like I gotta like think in the now. I fucked it up.
I do like that.
Tradition doesn't matter, man. Tradition doesn't care. I believe I picked the Steelers. I really can't confirm or deny that, but I think we were heavy on the better coach, and I didn't even remember who the Browns was. So
yeah, Stefanski, I think, or Stefanski.
My second loss of the year.
Right. All right. Next game, I'll start with this one. It's my boys, the Jets. Oh, a couple boneheaded plays really just, ruined a game for someone. Jets are in the game. Defense is playing well. We hold the Bengals inside the 20 on 3rd and long, and our defensive end decides to push Burrow to the ground after he throws it, roughing the passer. They go down and get a touchdown. It's like we would have had the ball back. We could have ran it. I'm not making excuses, but it's that whole team thing. To me, you're not a team guy when you do selfish things like that. So I thought the Bengals didn't really look all that great. We just did stupid things and looked dumb. So Sauce did his job, 0 catches. Jamar Chase, when Sauce was on him, 0 for 10. So I'll take the positives.
So speaking of selfish, I didn't watch this game. I didn't watch any games because I was in Kansas City cheering on my playoff-bound Mariners. This is why I represent the Mariners today. And I probably just cursed them, so they'll probably lose out and not make the playoffs.
Right.
It's been 21 years for those that don't know. But, dude, I just thought there's no way Cincinnati can stay down this long, and the Jets have been, again, down forever. So that was why I picked it, and I actually got this one right. So,
boom. Jas, who'd you take in this one? Did you go with me, or I think you did.
I feel like I would have picked the Bengals being 0-2 anywhere they played you for sure because of the history. So I believe I picked the Bengals. Anytime you only score 12 points against a team with that caliber of a quarterback, regardless if Chase gets 1 catch or 10 catches, you got to score more than that.
Touche.
So Zach will be we'll see what Zach can do.
He's not the Statue of Liberty, so he's got to be better than that. All right, week 3, Saints-Panthers. This was a stupid game as well. I didn't even like this game as well. I'm not a huge Baker fan anymore. I don't really like Jameis. I just really don't like both those quarterbacks. So that
dude,
game
after the first 2 weeks, how could you not pick New Orleans? Like
we're all just baffled. I know these
I'm fucking baffled, dude. The NFL baffles me.
Every year, man.
But it was a miss.
Every year, yeah. Figure out who they are early and ride them.
Right. It's like I try to. Yeah. You think once you think you have it figured out, you definitely do not. So it's kind of like I say, if you guys are playing along at home and you're picking your games, posting your picks down there, literally. I feel like if you were like this, flip. I'll take the Panthers. I'll take the Saints. You're probably going to beat me. I'm under 500. Okay. Enough ranting on about that. Let's move on. Lions, Vikes. unbelievable. Like, this is a game where I was like, the Lions were in control. Like, I felt like, okay, yep, we were right. We were all right talking about how good they are, coach and their defense. And then they're the same old Lions. Oh my gosh. Like, even though you don't think they are.
I actually did.
I got a text from a buddy that was at the game, and it was, let's see, 24-14 with how much time left in the fourth quarter. And they were standing up to leave, and they're like, "Yeah, we better stick around." And 14 points later, W. Lucky man.
Who
Actually picked Minnesota on this one.
Steve.
Nice. Because they were at home, I think you said, maybe because you like the home field and it's Detroit. I mean.
Yeah, well, I mostly picked it because it was Kirk Cousins not in primetime.
Oh, yeah, that is actually what you said. We could roll back the tape.
But I think if it would have been in Detroit, I probably would have picked Detroit.
Good point. What are you going to say? You good?
Let's say let's get to the picks. So this time I can, write them down for next week so I can talk about this remembering.
Relax, bro. Don't boss us, dude. Don't boss us. Next.
Go Vikings.
Next up, one of the weirdest games again. Like, I'm going to probably say this about all these games. Chiefs Colts, dude.
Dude, who the fuck picked the Colts? Nobody. The Colts thought they were going to lose.
Yeah. Colts fans, I'm friends with one. He was like, the Chiefs, right, we're going to start. Well, they were, 0-1-1. Now they're 1-1-1. Which
that's a pretty cool
that's how messed up the season is right now. They're 1-1-1. Like, what a weird record to start the season with. How are you guys starting this year? 1-1.
Dude, I have no idea what to think of that team at this point. I still don't. We're on week 4. Almost after this week, we'll be a quarter of the way through the season. I have no idea who these guys are.
Right. And then the Chiefs are like, are they going to lay an egg every once in a while? And then you're just going to like, I'm going to bet $100 for $1,000 this week. And
that's typical, but not to the Colts.
Right.
Matt Ryan and the Colts.
We all picked Kansas City in a blowout. We were all wrong.
All wrong.
Whatever.
For the
I think most people. Yeah. Move on.
Okay, next game. Again, this is so stupid. Jaguars, Chargers. Like, are the Jags good, though? That's the thing.
Yes.
If you recall, last week I did say,
yes,
I'm picking the Chargers. However, this Jacksonville team is not to be slept on. Those aren't my exact words.
on the road.
Go back and watch it because we need more views anyway.
And I mean, there was a reason Trevor Lawrence was drafted so high, and people kind of forgot about that being in the whatever they were in last year. The NFHell.
Dude,
he was in his own NFL. You're right, dude.
Yeah, he's risen out of the hell. He's risen out of the hell.
Anyway, that was shocker. Nobody picked them.
No. Okay. A game that I'm pretty sure, I think this was my first win going down the list. Packers Bucks. And then the Packers came out on fire. I was like, oh wow, yep, wow, this is really going to be happening. And then of course, what happens? Comes back, it's a close game. I don't know, maybe they tied it back up. The Bucks were without Evans. They had a few people out, so I feel like they actually the Packers still just don't look that good. You know what I mean? Like, they won.
They scored 16 points.
Yeah, and they scored 14 points in like
how much?
14.
14. So it's 14-12.
Yeah, with those two quarterbacks, that's
I picked Tampa because it was in Tampa, and Tom Brady's the best winning quarterback of all time. But I mean, he is down a couple of receivers. He got some back this game.
Yep.
They don't look great. They look beatable.
Yeah.
I guess Aaron Rodgers proved that. But again, are the Packers good? I don't know.
What in the NFHell is going on? All right.
Weird.
Bills, Dolphins. This is another one where I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. I'm talking all this, what about Tebow Tua or Tua Tebow?
You did. Week 1, you went hard at Tebow. And I called you out. I was like, And then look at him. Look at him.
6 touchdowns in one game. Winning
I mean,
against the Bills
yes.
next.
Is it already time to say that? I mean, what if he nosedives here like the rest of the season? Do I still get a little?
But right now he's playing at MVP levels. I mean,
did you just say that?
Did you just say that?
That
MVP?
hurts. That hurts.
Isn't that, that's NFL bizarro world, right?
I know. Well, think about it, you guys. I mean, they beat 2 tough teams.
Right.
That they
should. A lot of good stats.
And nobody gave them a chance. I mean, did you see the punt up the guy's butt?
Not the butt punt. Yes. We should probably relive that every episode.
Thank God. And then Sanchez tweeted out something about stay out of my lane, bro.
Think about this though, you guys. That safety probably won them the game.
Thank you. Yes, I agree with that. And the announcer even said Trent Green. It's funny that you say that was
run out of the back.
Step out of the back, take the safety. Then they're gonna have to come all the way down. Yeah. It actually did. So the butt in the butt punt this time.
I mean,
they won the game.
That was fantastic. I actually, while I picked Buffalo, I'm happy to see the Dolphins doing this again because I have several 2 graded 9.5 rookie cards.
Oh yes, we're gonna hear that all season, of course.
You are gonna hear that all season until he starts his downward spiral, which is gonna
happen. He's gonna break his little flipper.
But I'm loving it now. I hate that he came from Alabama, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
The banjo on his knee. All right, move on.
Raiders Titans. God, the Raiders suck. The Raiders suck.
Someone needed to say it.
What's up?
Someone needed to say it.
Yeah, right. I mean, in McDaniels, I was talking to my buddy. I'm like, dude, McDaniels, just go back to New England. Be the OC forever. Stop trying to be head coach. I mean, know your strengths. Apparently, you're not good at I mean, you have the talent. You can't tell me the Raiders don't. You know what I mean? They got a decent running back, good receivers, tight end that's a baller, quarterback who's been in the league. Your defense is better than average. I mean, what is going on?
Yeah, it's
moving forward.
It's a long season, so can't quite write them off yet, but it does not look
in that division.
Promising.
Yep.
In that division, they may be out already.
They may be, but
they play their first division game this week, and they're already 0-3.
Yeah, they need it. Yeah, they need this one.
Oh wait, they played the Chargers already, didn't they?
They lost to the Chargers. Yeah.
So second division game.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's not. All right. Ravens, Patriots, Lamar Jackson, also MVP status, rising. I don't know if you guys saw who was it that quoted to him from the Ravens was like, dude, stop playing. Tell them to pay you. Because right now you are literally like pretty much one of the best quarterbacks. Say I'm not playing this Sunday unless you pay me.
Yeah, your crowd reaction and fan base will be going bonkers if you don't pay it. Media, they'll get crazy.
I mean, yeah, they should already be going bonkers.
Right. Because I've also heard like slight rumors that he's just doing this because he wants to go to Miami.
Giants?
Miami, it's no taxes, man. That's why Hill went there too. So like they can just be on and they can play together. Are you kidding me?
You know what? I want to make a correction to the top of the show.
All right.
Actually, my spreadsheet has New England as the winner on this one, which is what I picked, and that's wrong. So I went 5-11 this week.
Jails, he takes the lead.
5-11. So Jails is up by 1 in the overall.
Yes.
I'm looking at that. I'm like,
happy birthday.
Way. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice honesty, Dames. It's very good of you.
22 wins for you. Lock 22 wins. All right. What do we got next? Eagles versus the worst team in sports name history, the Commanders. God, I hate that name. That's so stupid. Every week I'm just and the Eagles, by the way, just keep dominating, dude. The Eagles are actually one of the teams where I'm like, wow, they're pretty consistent. Hurts is playing. Hurts so good. AJ Brown is a great addition. I'm telling you, this team's pretty good. I mean, obviously, I'm not the only one saying it, but the Eagles are pretty good. Jas, what do you think on that one? I know you hate them, but
I think the Commanders are really bad. So 24 points isn't enough for me to say they're dominant right now. But yeah, you could say they look pretty good.
Yeah, I hate the Commanders. I don't even like talking about it. I want to move on. I hate Carson Wentz's face now. I mean, it's just like I loved him so much, and then he just keeps proving me wrong / right. I don't know.
I picked Philly, obviously.
Obviously. Texans, Bears. The Bears. Lovey, what the heck?
I still don't know who either of these teams are.
Big time. Like, no, I have no idea. Fields threw for like 100 yards, and they won. He's like the worst quarterback in the league, and they like he was just it's insane. It's insane.
Weird. It is strange. Yeah.
It is so
I think the Texans might end up being the better team than the Bears, maybe, but didn't show it this week.
Right. I agree. I think that I know it's so weird. I also think the Texans are a better team. And this is a really stupid thing that we're talking about because both these teams suck. Let's move on. Rams, Cards. Defending Super Bowl champs.
I got this right. I picked the Rams.
Yeah. I think we all did on this one. We're all kind of the same about Kyler Murray not studying his playbook. Lucky BS, that 20-second 2-point conversion last week. I mean, it's like his number one receiver's out, DeAndre. So
I would say there's a little skill in a 20-some
Yeah.
second. Other than that.
How long is Hopkins out for?
What is it?
6 weeks.
Comes back week 7, I think. Yeah.
Hopefully they're still in it. Rams look pretty solid. Kupp had 2 touchdowns, I think. So MVP status back. I mean, he's just a boss. All right. Falcons at your Seahawks. What the heck, dude?
Dude, I told you at the beginning of the season, Seattle was going 1-16, and they would beat the Broncos and beat Russell Wilson. And then
week 15, when we get to that, if that's still happening, week 16, you just need to run that clip for the beginning of week 16.
I will. Trust me. I'll be like every 5 seconds it'll play again. I'll cut it.
That'll be starting way sooner than week 16.
But I did in this individual week think maybe Seattle might squeak out a win against the worst team in the NFL. Atlanta took that over from the Giants when the Giants went 2-0. And now I believe Seattle might be the worst team in the NFL. So
I mean, we play each other. We play each other New Year's Eve.
Well, you're going to win that one, my friend.
In Seattle.
And I'll continue to be in NFHell.
All right, the Sunday night game, we got to see Jimmy G. He was back against Russell. A little flicker of Russell magic, I think. Just a little bit. Just a little. I saw a little in there.
He was garbage, dude.
He was garbage most of the game until he had to be.
They won by what? 11-10 was the final?
Yeah. Bottom of the ninth, they scored.
I saw somebody say they should have paid $240 million to their punter instead of
Eli Manning.
Eli said that, of course. Dude, Eli's a funny guy. I mean, Geno's back to regular Geno form, Mariota. I mean, whatever, dude. I feel like, once again, we don't know who those teams are either. You both won. You won your first game, and you looked pretty good. Was Jamal Adams the difference? Oh. Anyway, moving on.
You know what? Low blow, dude.
Jamal Adams. Cowboys Giants. Just watched this one the other night. What is redheaded Cooper? Come on, man.
I call this the "Will something please happen" bowl.
Yeah. The score at halftime was like 6-3.
6.
Oh yeah, 6-6.
6. Say it back. It's 6.
Dames and Jas is in NFHell.
Welcome to your NFHell.
Well, birthday boy, what do you think?
You just had to punch yourself in the dick through that whole game.
It was, Mr. Kenny G, Mr. 40 million or whatever he was, dropped a third down that would have been a first down. My offensive line probably couldn't block the best college, D-line right now, it feels like. So I'm scared. If I'm scared, Daniel Jones has to be really scared.
Right. It's true. But he did go to
20,
Duke.
24 pressures, most pressures since 2009. He actually looked pretty good. He actually looked pretty good against all that pressure, but obviously doesn't show it.
Yeah. Had a couple scrambles in there. Anyway, let us know how you guys are doing in the comments. Make sure to like this, subscribe, share with all your friends. Again, we want you to join it. You want to be a guest? Type in there, tell us why you want to be a guest. Maybe we can hook you up. Dames, who's this episode brought to you by?
Babezilla and the Zombie Horde by Hodgepod Productions. Out now, $15. HodgepodProductions.com.
All right, here we go. Let's start week 4.
Fuck.
Get to the game.
I'm jacked up. It's time to get back on top, gentlemen.
Hey, those bugles got you jacked up, bro.
They're not as good as I remember, but that's just not sponsoring us.
Undefeated Dolphins at Bengals opening Thursday night. I'm going to start this one. I'm going Bengals. They just
Bengals. I'm going Bengals
up.
Also, because guess what? I mean, the Tua show can't last forever. And guess what?
What I think.
If this is a reprisal of the 72 Dolphins, I'm gonna fucking
vomit.
I will.
I'll
figure out something to do live on this show. I'm not gonna cut my own dick off, but it'll be something close to that.
Yeah, something extreme, but don't.
Yeah.
Tua might also possibly be out. So
that's too bad. Well, here we go. His injury.
And I also think, I think the Bengals have to get rolling here at some point. This is it.
We're all on the Bengals.
We're all on the Bunkies. Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. Boomer would be proud. All right. I'm going to start with this next one, obviously, because it's me. Jets at Steelers. My nephew's favorite team is the Steelers, so I'm going to hopefully I can just text him all week and next week about how the Jets came in there and Zach Wilson thumped Mitchell Trubisky. I'm going Jets on this one. Again, I think we're playing – if Zach was back last game, I think we would have won that game. Our defense is playing well, but they're just on the field way too long. So if Zach's there, hopefully we can control the ball. He can make some of those plays that douchebag – actually, Flacco's not a douchebag, but he's a Statue of Liberty. And he just takes sacks where Zach would be able to escape. And so I'm going Jets over Steelers. We need this win big time. I feel like Zach coming back and winning his first game would give this team a nice bump in emotion. Come on, Jets, let's go. Anybody, either of you two agree with me? You taking the Jets, or what are you doing here, Dames?
Dude, it's Pittsburgh at home. The last 20 years, they've been a staple. But guess what? I'm rolling with the Jets, baby.
Makes much more sense to live in the present.
All right, Lane.
I think we're going to lose a copyright claim to that.
I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Hey, birthday.
Really, for that reason, they're at home, one, and, their defense is probably not who I'd want to play as my first game back on the road. So they're going to have some things that they need to work out that are going to show up in this game and could turn into some points, pretty easy points where Trubisky doesn't have to do anything. So I'll go with the Steelers.
Watt's Peck is still going to play a factor in this game from a side.
Yeah. Also, did you see Trubisky's stats, though? Are some of those throws wide open? Dude, I'm just telling you. I feel like it's Sauce time. Sauce pick number 1. Vikings Saints. At Saints. Vikings coming off of a come-behind win. The Saints aren't playing well. Is famous Jameis out for this game or playing, or he's injured, or what do you think on this one, Dames? Who are you going with?
Hey, this game also looks like it's in London, I believe. It's the 8:30 a.m.
Oh, gross.
But keep that in mind. I don't know who travels.
I'm going Vikes on this one, you guys. I don't believe in New Orleans at this point.
I'm with you on that, even though Cousins is a pile. Vikings are still a better team. Jess?
I'm wondering if does this qualify as prime time since it's in another country or not?
It is 8:30.
I'm going with the Saints. Let's do it. let's go with the Saints. I really don't have any reason why, except they're in London and weird shit happens. I've seen bad teams win there against good teams.
Dude,
Something about
the Saints
something about
because they have
field goals
cool
and stuff.
uniforms. So you don't need a reason. You don't need a reason.
You don't need a reason. Browns, Falcons,
Browns.
turds at birds. Turds at birds, guys. I just
Turds at birds.
Thank you.
Turds at birds.
Hashtag turds at birds. Let's go. I'm going to start. I'm actually going to take the Browns again. I don't even know why, actually. I'm taking the Browns. The Falcons suck. And the Browns actually seem decent. But now if Myles Garrett isn't there, dang, I mean, that could be, don't get pressure on Mariota. Now I'm talking myself out of it on live TV. You know what?
It's one player.
Have you seen how much havoc? You're right. Are you talking me out of it now? Oh, my gosh. Browns, sticking with my original gut. Don't tinker. Jas, who you got in this one?
I don't know. I'm just feeling like going opposite of you right now for some reason. So I guess that goes at home. Cordell Patterson has a big game, and the Turds can't keep up with the birds. They fly away with one.
Well, I mean, here's the thing is you're probably picking opposite me because I went 5 and freaking whatever last week. It's probably a good idea. You're like, oh, this
opposite
is
of you and Dave. He's doing opposite of you and Dave.
Yeah, below, if you're picking, just pick whatever I don't pick or, and then you'll probably be doing pretty well. Dames, who you got in this one?
Dude, Atlanta can score points, man. They can score points. They've scored points in all 3 games, really. They just haven't scored enough points, except for when they played us. And we are the worst team in the NFL. So I'm going to go Cleveland.
All right.
Turds.
Going with the Turds.
Going with the Turds. All right.
Turds.
Next game. Once again, the stupidest freaking name in all of sports. The stupid Commanders at Dallas. Dallas coming off a big Monday night win. I think they continue to roll in this one. Again, the Commanders suck. Everybody, here's the thing. Now every time we say this, I'm like, well, or the Commanders could come out and they could play what? I mean, what Carson Wentz are you getting? But I'm assuming and I'm thinking that Dallas at home, they're going to be pretty lively coming off a big division win. So Dallas at home. Jas, who you got in this division rival of the NFC East?
For sure, the Cowboys. They're probably, Carson, be ready, bud. You're probably going to be in the ice bath all week, the following week. If not, we won't go that past that, but you're going to get hit. You're going to get harassed. You're going to get hit. You're going to get harassed. They're going to break on your routes as soon as their receivers break them because they know the pressure's coming. So you don't have a lot of time to do anything. And Commanders don't have a Saquon Barkley, and they're going to struggle.
James?
I was going to ask who he picked in a tie last week. I remember he had one.
That was Commanders and Eagles. I picked those guys in a tie.
You hated both those teams.
I guess I've grown. I'm not picking any ties now.
Yeah, we all grow up a little bit every week.
Every week.
But you know what? For some reason, I took a shit and looked down on the toilet, and it showed me the Commanders.
All right. You're going to start the next one because we're going Seahawks at Lions.
Hold on.
No chance Seattle wins this game.
What are we holding on for?
Does the shit mean you're flushing them and picking the Cowboys, or does the shit said pick Washington? I didn't get it.
The shit is prognostication. Prognostigastronation.
So wait, what? Who you pick? Who'd you pick?
What is he thinking?
I picked the Commanders.
Oh,
all right.
gosh.
There might have been some corn in there, but
yeah, you are in the. I'm in the Midwest.
So okay, what's the new game we're on? Oh,
Seattle. What's the next one now?
It's you, man.
Seattle, Detroit. There is no way Seattle wins this game. Here's one thing I will tell you. During the Russell Wilson era, I feel like we had more 3-and-outs than any team in the history of football. I mean, it was constantly 3-and-out, 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 and like so frustrating. The Geno Smith era has begun. We're not seeing that. We're not seeing 3-and-outs. We're moving the ball. We just can't fucking score for the life of us. And because he goes all the way down the field and he's like, oh yeah, I suck. And they'll throw an interception or we won't complete it. But the 3-and-outs era is gone. And I mean, I'm happy about that because there's nothing worse than getting the ball on the opening drive and going 3-and-out. There's nothing worse than that. At least we're going like 6-and-out.
Right. At least we're getting a first down. Yeah.
A turnover is sometimes worse. But did I ever tell you guys how much I hate Geno Smith for ruining Eli Manning's consecutive game streak? Did I mention that last episode?
I'm sure you did. You mentioned a lot of stuff about the Giants.
I don't like Geno Smith. I'm picking the Lions as well.
You're smart.
Yeah, I'm definitely going trifecta on this one. I picked the Lions last week. I'm still sticking with them. Their coach, I still like him, even though they lost that barn burner in a division game. Because, again, division games are weird. I mean, look at the Dolphins last week.
You two are picking the Lions?
Yeah.
We have our first change. I'm going back to the Seattle trade.
No, you can't pick against them.
Got to pick your own team, bro. All right.
Let's do it, motherfuckers. Woo! Officially locked in.
All right. Here's the next week. Here's the next game. This is going to be a weird one because again, I feel like we don't know who either of these teams are. Titans at Colts.
Oh Jesus, they're the same team.
They're the same team. It's the same team.
We got a stud running back, and that's we play pretty good defense.
Right. Your quarterback can make plays when he needs to. I'm going to go with the whole – actually, I'm going to go coach quarterback. I'm going Colts. Now, I think the Titans coach might be a little better. I do like both coaches, but I feel like Tannehill sucks. I don't like Tannehill. And I think Matt Ryan actually – I feel like he's getting the system down, and that's maybe how they were kind of starting to give JT the ball a little bit more, then those receivers are a lot easier to throw to. So I'm going Colts at home. Jas, who you got on this one?
I would agree with you on the Colts at home. And yeah, something's different about Jonathan Taylor this year from last year, and I can't understand how a lot has changed. I guess I haven't studied the Colts, but I thought they had a really good O-line, and he was really good. So I'm kind of looking at the stats here, and I'll see what he does the rest of the year. But maybe they're just all loading the box, and Matty Ice doesn't have it down yet.
Right. Dames?
Well, how can you possibly go against the Colts when they just beat the mighty Kansas City Chiefs at home? This game, I'll tell you how. When both the Hupke brothers pick Colts, I switch again. Tennessee. I ride in Tennessee, baby. Lock it in.
King Henry.
Woo!
Yeah, I almost talked myself out of it.
Right. I know. We start talking about these games, and I'm like, why do I keep saying that? And then I pick the opposite. But again, 5 wins last week. I mean, I can't poop down my pants again. So, Jas, you're up first on this one there, birthday boy. Your game. Bears at Giants.
All right.
Nice. This is a nice little rebound game after the Dallas game.
Well, yeah, we all know who I'm picking, obviously. And we all know that the Bears' offense may be more offensive than my offense. And my defense is superior to their defense. And my running back is superior to their running back. And I can't really see us losing. So I'll be betting on the over for the Giants on this one. Our offense is going to look a lot better because these guys won't bring the pressure
like Dallas,
like they did. So it'll feel like we have double time, kind of like when you play golf out in the wind and then you go and play in the no wind.
Right.
Really have to hone your swing in the wind, and then if that makes sense.
Yeah. We golf all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm actually going to agree with you on this one as well, because again, I don't like Justin Fields. I've been vocal about Tua, but I just don't like Justin Fields. I don't think he's NFL material. I mean, can he play in the league? Yes. But is he going to play in the league long term? No. He just looked like trash last week. No. I'm going Giants.
Play in the league, doesn't that make you NFL material?
You're not wrong. But as an NFL quarterback, I feel like he sucks. I mean, just look at me explain myself. He sucks. Just look at his stats. Watch him play. Just watch
Sound
him.
Analysis. He sucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. These Bears. If you're a Bears fan, you think you know better than me? Get on here, Bears fans. I want to hear you talking how good.
About Tua again.
Hey, I'm 1 for 2. 1 for 2.
Fans on here.
All right.
Who you got?
You know what? I'm just gonna pull the Band-Aid and go Bears. The Bears.
Oh, Mike. Here we go. Going Hoppy. Hoppy. I'm right.
Stains.
Hey, here's one. Here. This is what I'll tell you.
You're smart. I'm dumb.
Gales and I are not going to have the same record next week. We are not. We just aren't.
Good. I mean, I'm going to be kicking your ass by like 10 games.
Hey, all right. It is what it is.
It's true.
What do you think? It's an emotional letdown after playing the boys and our offensive line sucks. I mean, what are we saying here? Let's get some analysis on this.
Well, I don't know. I don't know who the Bears are. I want them to be better than they are, and that's what I'm banking on.
Oh, okay.
Got
Bears.
But right. I'll tell you this: if the Giants win, I'll be happy because I like that story. But I want them to make me have to pick them every week. And after they didn't beat Dallas, I don't have to pick them. If they would have beat Dallas, I would have had to pick them this week.
Good call. All right. James, we're going to start with you on this one. Jaguars at Eagles. This is, I feel like this is one of those games I'm going to be tuning into. I'm going to be tuning in.
Well, I'm going to be watching I'll have a second TV by then. So I'll bring my other TV up and I'll have 2 games. But one of the small TVs is going to be focused on the Red Zone network. And then I'll be watching a channeled game.
Okay.
And anybody's welcome to come over that wants to watch football. It'll be fun.
Okay. Who you got?
Any good viewers?
There'll be bugles. I've got, Philadelphia. I can't pick against them yet. I mean, I do believe in this Jacksonville team, and I won't be surprised if they pull it out. But again, they're a team that's not making me have to pick them yet, like Philadelphia is.
Jas?
Philadelphia will never make me pick them. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, your shirt tells me that.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, unless they're playing the Commanders. The Jaguars and Mr. Making the Leap Lawrence. This will be a statement win going into Philly. It's a very hard place to play. There's a crazy crowd. He'll get beer dumped on him, cursed out by 8-year-olds, all kinds of weird stuff. Guessing some remarks about his hair and
His hair.
Yeah. I'm gonna agree with Jess on this one. And I was going Eagles prior to this, and then I just switched it now just because I think, the Jags are taking the leap this year. I think because every week I'm like, oh, they can't win this game. They won. Oh, they can't play. Oh, well, they won. I feel like at some point we're either going to keep saying they are good. Doug Peterson, man. Doug Peterson. They've had 2 first-round picks for the last 10 years in a row. I mean, they should have some talent. They just needed
Doug Peterson back to Philly.
Oh.
The team that got rid of him after winning a Super Bowl, or the only one in their history.
Last pick to change. Last chance.
Nope.
Sticking with it. Okay. All right. Another great game. This one will be really exciting, hopefully, to watch as well. Bills at Ravens. I'm going to say on this one, I would like to start. I'm going to say Josh Allen, Bills. 2 straight losses for this team, I feel like that can't happen, especially if they are the Super Bowl team that we think they are. So if they lose 2 straight games, that's pretty bleak. So I think they get refocused. Josh Allen was so pissed after that game. I don't know if you guys saw that last week because that guy was open and he missed him, threw it kind of at his feet. Still could have won that game for the butt punt. So I'm going to go Bills. I do like the Ravens, though. Again, this isn't one of those games where I'm like, oh, the Bills, because the Ravens can score points. I just don't think their defense is that good. So I'm going to go Bills at Ravens. Jasper, who you got?
I got the Ravens. I'm going to say that Lamar dominates, and then he asks for the contract after beating the Bills. That's the agenda. We got to beat the Bills, prove that I'm the man. Now I want my money. All that's going to happen. Everyone's going to be like, wow, you picked it? Like,
yeah.
Yes, I did.
Well,
I do like what you're saying here. I do like let me go show you that I can beat the team that's favored for the Super Bowl, and then I ain't playing again until you pay me.
I like it.
Drop the mic, bro. Drop the mic.
That's the ultimate mic drop. And if that happened, dude, again, I'm not going to cut my dick off on the air or anything, but I would do something like, I'd be like, that was a very nice prediction. Let me take you out to a Mexican dinner.
Thank you.
No, it doesn't have to be Mexican. It could be Chinese. It doesn't have to be ethnic at all. It can be a burger.
I like tacos.
Buffalo can't lose 2 games in a row. I fucking disagree with that.
Okay, here we go. I
think that this isn't the time that happens. They're gonna win.
Here we don't go.
How about the Bills all day long?
All right. Chargers at Texans. Dames, start this one off. What do you think on this one? Chargers at Texans. This is a game I'm not watching.
Chargers at Texans. Well, Houston sucks, dude. They're very much in the running for worst team in the NFL. I don't care. I mean, they looked decent week 1 until they blew their lead and tied the game. Then they went toe-to-toe with Russell Wilson, who did everything he could to lose the game, and they still lost. And then this most recent week is probably the most embarrassing thing. So I'm going to have to say they went in against the Chargers, period.
Yep. Jas, G-Man Jas, who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go the road team. I don't think I picked a road team. Too many road teams yet.
Should have picked the Jets.
Like Damon said, in every episode up to now, how he loves Herbert. I also love Herbert, and yeah, they got to get the 500. That division's too hard for them to lose games like this when they got a lot harder ones coming up. So they better be ready, or they might already be out of the old playoff conversation before they know it. So
right,
Chargers, Herbert, and there was an injury. Bosa is on IR. Joey Bosa. Did we talk about that?
I should have said that because he's on my fantasy football team and he's out for the season. Cool. Real cool.
Because I fucking asked you to at the top of the show.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
You mentioned it now.
You're good.
Anyway, I'm also taking the Chargers. Now, quick question. Is Herbie playing for sure with his ribs, or is he back kind of like, does he have to get that injection? Or, I mean, so the thing is, do they still win even if he doesn't play?
Yes, this game.
Yeah, I think so. So I think I'm also taking them. I'm banking on him playing, but I have heard a few things about his ribs. So maybe he'll just take one out, give it to someone. Okay, here we go.
Cardinals. We know their backup. We know their backup.
I don't think it matters because the starting quarterback for the Texans would be backup anywhere else. So you like backup versus backup.
Not in Seattle.
Be competing at least.
Cardinals, Panthers. Jas, you got on this?
Cards, Panthers.
At Panthers.
Cards at Panthers. And the Panthers won last week. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I picked against them, and I feel like I have to pick against them again.
It's trending.
No faith in the quarterback. I can't say I have a lot of faith in Kyler, but the Cardinals can get off to a faster start, which, I mean, I don't know what they have to do that, but you'd think that it would figure that out 4 games in how to, plan a little better to get some easy plays to get you moving down the field on that first drive. So Cardinals gonna win by at least 10 points.
All right. James, who you got?
Dude, I want to pick Carolina because I'm going to tell you, they have the best, I'm sorry, Saquon, the best
Don't say it.
backfield player.
He's got a quad. He's got a quad, by the way. He pulled up with a quad.
That's not a quarterback in the NFL. But the run game only works if you have a fucking quarterback that can throw the ball. And
Right.
I, quite frankly, am like, he's being exposed. I mean, there's no way about it. Cleveland saw it. They had a few games of magic because they had they had 2 amazing running backs behind him, a slew of great receivers, some nightmare defensive players, and he still couldn't get it done. But Baker Mayfield is being exposed now. It's only a matter of time before they switch to Darnold.
Yeah, I am.
It's only a matter of time. They should have done it.
He's gonna suck.
They should have done it already because
he's hurt. That's why they haven't.
Okay.
He hurt his ankle like a preseason shocker.
But I'm gonna pick Arizona because I have no faith in the exposed Baker Mayfield.
I'm definitely I'm both of you on this. I'm going Kyler, even though I said, blah, 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 but come on. Baker he's trash. There's something wrong with his arm. I don't know what it is. If he's just gained weight, he can't throw the ball. He doesn't throw him enough. I don't know. I feel like he just has a pus arm.
Can I throw something in?
Yeah. Your bugle hand.
If Carolina wanted to trade him to Seattle, I would take it in a second.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Yikes. So the question is, do the Panthers then move to Darnold, who then, inevitably sucks, and then they move to the rookie? Why not just go straight to the rookie, right?
They might actually. I mean, Rule's might get fired if they suck. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he might just want to play as rookie and hope he saves his ass. That's what I'd be going with.
Yep, me too. All right. Patriots, Packers. This is in Lambeau. Like I said, I think Mac Jones is out. So I do think Aaron Rodgers dominates this game. Belichick doesn't have it anymore. He hasn't got this magic where he can come up with some schemelet people haven't seen before. Aaron Rodgers has seen it all. What are you going to throw at him? The kitchen sink? You don't have it anymore. You left it in your old house with Tom Brady, Belichick. I'm going Packers.
Dude, did you
at home?
Is this scripted?
No, I just came up.
Who's your writer? Who's your writer?
The kitchen.
That sounded
sink,
like legit. Like that sounded like legit thought out analysis. That's the only reason.
No,
it's so unlike you.
I don't. Usually, I'm just rambling about how stupid Tua is.
It's
so I'm going Rodgers. Packers at home. I think they're starting to kind of get the ball rolling, get Lazard the ball more. Aaron is a stud, so get him the ball a lot. Jas, who you got in this game?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Okay, Stewart. Scott.
Oh, shit. Can't go against Rodgers. Mac Jones could be out. Well, I don't know who their backup is. And the dual running back, just like you said.
Yep.
I don't really have a whole lot to add to that.
What's the game we're looking at?
We are looking at Patriots Pack. Go Pack.
We both picked the Pack.
What's up?
Once upon a time, this was a big game that the whole nation would have been looking forward to. Yeah. Now it's just like, who gives a shit?
Right.
I have to pick the Packers. I have to pick the Packers because they haven't given me a reason to pick against them.
Right. Don't give me a reason. All right. Broncos Raiders. This is an interesting game. I think this one is going to be one of those games where all of us can, one of us pick one team, one of them pick the other, one of them pick a tie. Who knows who's right? Like, this is one of these games where I'm just like, I'm going to go Raiders at home because I just don't think Russell Wilson has been, like you said, he hasn't been playing that well. The Raiders need a win. This is like it. Your season is over. Like, this is a playoff game. At home, Devontae Adams, Carr need to show up and say, this is why we're together. Find a way to win. Raiders at home over the Donkeys. James, who you got?
In Russ, I trust. The Raiders suck. The Broncos suck. It's just a matter of who sucks a little bit less in this game. And I mean, time will tell. I really don't know, but I have to trust Russ at this point. Because both teams are essentially in NFHell.
Yes. Are you taking the ride with Dames, or are you going through
along and ride on?
Desperate times call for desperate measures. The Raiders are going to be trying to pull off some crazy ass shit. You're going to see fake punt. You're going to see, I mean, you're not going to watch it, so you're probably not going to see it unless it's successful.
60.
But they're desperate. I don't understand how they suck with like the players they have and what they did last year without Devontae Adams. Like, what the hell happened? You guys all wanted it. Go ahead, Jails. What are you saying?
Coach, quarterback, McDaniels. He sucks. Derek Carr is one of those guys who every year you're like, oh, he's so good. He could be so good. His stats are pretty, but he just move on. I almost think move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Did I pick a team?
I don't even know if you did. I picked the stupid Raiders. He picked Let's Ride, and you were going to go on a ride with Dames, or you're going to come with me.
I am going to say this is my weekly tie right here. You're right, Jails. We're talking picking a tie. These teams suck.
I love it. Love it. All right. Moving on to Sunday night football.
Remember, ties are worth 2 points.
Yep. Whatever you want to tell yourself. All right. Chiefs at Bucks. Future Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champs, both teams. Again, should be a great game. I feel like, is the Bucks line going to show up, or the Chiefs going to take a poop? I don't think so. I think that I'm kind of like with the Chiefs and what other team did I say? I can't even remember now, but they don't lose 2 in a row.
Buffalo.
Oh, the Bills. You said the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills don't lose 2 in a row. Either do the Chiefs. I think these are 2 Super Bowl teams who know how to, they lose one game, they're going to fix those errors.
So you are saying that Tom Brady can lose 2 in a row?
He can. His O-line sucks.
All right.
In my opinion.
All right.
And I feel like he's been getting pressured a lot, and that's not what Tom likes.
All right.
So Mahomes actually, we don't know where this game is, remember? So this game might not even take place on Sunday night.
They're figuring out an alternate place. It'll happen.
I might be, we might as well just drive up to Minneapolis because that's where it's going to be. Go see the GOAT.
Really?
I am picking the GOAT. I think it's the Bucks defense we should be talking about, not their offense. Mike Evans will be back, but the defense is first in defense. 9 points a game, guys. That's not even real. No one does that.
Not even 2 touchdowns.
So they're obviously playing top-notch defense. Brady, they can score enough points, and we've seen Mahomes rattle before. This is in Tampa Bay. I'm not sure how great their crowd is, but I'm guessing with the GOAT there, they're pretty good. So
it won't be in Tampa. It's going to be a neutral site.
Oh yeah. He can.
You just fucking
all right. So you're saying Bucks. I'm saying Chiefs.
Wherever the fuck it is, the Bucks are going to win.
Who'd you take?
Giants fans.
Yeah.
Well, before you guys went at each other's throats, I had Kansas City, but I switched to Tampa Bay.
Any reason? You two are going to unite? That's why? So you can.
Don't do that.
Well, you both did like this. You're like, yeah, Bucks, let's go.
I'm angry at you because of outside things that have nothing to do with this show. So.
Okay, cool. All right. Sounds good. Moving on.
Angry. And I'm angry because I forgot 10 seconds ago what I was saying.
Yeah, I know. He's like, He's like, this is gonna be in Minneapolis. Watch what I'm telling you. Oh,
Uh,
crowd. I don't know if they show. Wow, dude. Wow.
If they show up to Minneapolis, yeah, I should have said that. I don't know if the Bucks crowd will show up to Minneapolis.
All right, I got Tampa.
All right. Make sure you're commenting, writing below. Tell us who you pick. Tell us how dumb we are.
Sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor us. Yeah, who's the sponsor? We got one game left. We probably should get this in one more time. Who's this sponsored by, Dames?
Hodge Bob Productions, Babezilla versus the Zombie Horde, which I'll be watching directly after this recording.
Oh,
I'm in it.
Is it anyone?
I'm in it.
You're in it. Are you gonna get a review? Is there reviews up online? Yeah.
Oh, it's a 10, dude.
10.
It's a 10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
You're in that movie? Did I already miss that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You missed that.
I'm the first thing that you see in the movie.
Boom. Boom. All right, moving on. Not that we don't want to talk about that, but moving on. Thank you for tuning into NFHell this week. Notice how our whole life, oh my gosh, I'm rambling on here, is a living hell because our teams suck. Well, G-Men's are okay, I guess, but our teams suck. Rams Niners Monday Night Football.
Going down.
Rams Niners Monday Night Football. Dame, we're gonna let you start with this one. This is your division. You hate both these teams.
You guys know
who do you hate the least?
That if the stadium imploded, Levi's Stadium imploded, I'd be fine with this. There's one team that I decidedly hate more than the other. It's
49ers.
Really fucking close though.
49ers.
Because back when Mark Bulger was playing, the Rams actually beat us 3 times in one season.
Oh wow!
They beat us twice in the regular season and in the playoffs.
Bulge.
And that just makes me hate the Rams with a passion. However, the 49ers just make me want to fucking punt a puppy. So I'm going to go Rams.
Wow. Okay. And don't you hate Jimmy G's face and he's starting?
Oh, dude. Punchable.
I hope you can't punt very hard, James.
I mean, yeah, poor puppies.
Well, I'm going opposite you. I'll let the birthday boy go last. I'm going to go opposite you.
I'm going to let you finish.
Rams, Niners. I'm going Rams. I'm going Super Bowl champs. Better defense. Jimmy G, who knows what he is? He's kind of he's back, but then last week he kind of played like Trey Lance. So I'm going to say Rams on the road, Monday Night Football. Matthew Stafford takes care of business. Birthday boy, you're up.
The San Francisco Treat, the 49ers.
Rice-A-Roni,
yes,
if you're listening.
Right. Jerry Rice-A-Roni.
We're looking for sponsors.
Rice-A-Roni 49ers. Yeah, I think the Rams are not as good as some people think they are, I guess. I mean, they're still a good team, but I feel like Bosa's going to play hard for his brother. I'm just
making shit up.
Yeah, you don't need if you just don't know, you can just pick the team. You don't have to say stuff about Bosa.
I was going to say if you guys are going to say anything.
Well, let me ask you guys this.
Thank you for still be listening.
Garoppolo is punchable, but so is Stafford. And I'm going to ask you guys, did you see at the Super Bowl parade when that woman fell off the scaffold and he just turned his back on her and left her?
Correct.
Did you see
another reason I'm picking the 49ers?
Is he drunk?
Who cares?
Is Tom Brady drunk? Maybe he didn't see it.
If a woman falls off, you don't just go.
He saw it.
Oh, he did that. Okay, I'm going to say that I have not seen
his wife jumped off the scaffold to help her.
Yeah.
Like she was taking a picture for them.
I mean, are we picking the team we think is going to win, or are we picking the people that we like? Because I hate a lot of people in the league, but I still pick their team to win.
Well, I hate both of them.
Sometimes
it's relevant to me.
Sometimes you have to pick between two lesser evil.
I mean, Garoppolo is punchable just because it's fucking. I mean, you look at his face and you want to punch him.
It's true.
Just look at him.
Stafford was an all-time favorite of mine until this, and I just want to punch him.
Okay.
I mean, look at Michael Irvin. I just want to punch him.
You keep saying that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
current players.
maybe
Sorry.
Michael Irvin will come on here and just say, start talking smack to you. That would be awesome.
Moonlight Graham. I wanted to
Yeah.
punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah, we're like, okay, Michael Irvin. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. NFHell Week 4. Come back next week. Again, start typing stuff to us. We want to answer. We want to talk about football. That's all we're doing. Tell us why your life is an NFHell as well.
Anyone wants to keep track of my record, feel free.
Thanks for joining us, Dames and Jas. Happy birthday, Dames Marvs. Once again, Midwest Jet. Peace out.
Don't forget to speak your piece in the comments section. Also, like and subscribe to Lock 22 Productions, and thank you for listening to NFHell.